Well, as you can see from my little 50 milliliter bottle collection here, 24 of them, all from the Flaviar Advent Calendar. I went through each one of these, tasted them, did a blind tasting, really enjoyed the process. I have some complaints, I have some comments, and well, let's do this. Welcome to Whisky Riffs. If you're new here, I'm Kevin, and I just finished doing 24 days of whiskey blind tasting using the Flaviar Advent Calendar. And normally, I'm very happy with this calendar. Normally, I really love it. And honestly, there was a lot of good whiskey in this calendar. I thought it was a little bit too focused on US whiskeys, but I understand there's a lot of wealth of US whiskeys, especially today. So my main complaint is not that it was US focused. That's not a problem. My primary complaint is that I'm a Scotch drinker. I mean, I drink every kind of whiskey out there pretty much, but Scotch is one of my favorites. And I really only had Compass Box. One Scotch in this whole calendar, and that's fine. If that was the only complaint I had, that would be great. I also have another complaint about their app. And I've seen some complaints online about it too, and I have to agree. Flaviar, you know, the idea that you gave a tasting booklet and the tasting booklet is basically empty and just for notes. All right, that's a little frustrating because maybe we don't want to deal with an app. Maybe we just want to look in a booklet and get our information. The other problem is every time I tasted a whiskey, I had to go ahead and not only rate that whiskey, but compare it to 3 other whiskeys. So this process of looking at the whiskey, taking some notes, comparing to other whiskeys, kind of felt like you're profiling me. And, you know, there's enough profiling going on around on the web, and that just did not feel good. I felt like I was being used to try to enhance your service and give me recommendations, which on day 24, after I did the final whiskey and hit the I'm done button, I did get recommendations, and they weren't good recommendations for me. There were whiskeys that maybe I've bought before or haven't even heard of before. I don't know. It certainly wasn't tailored to me, and maybe because it was working off whatever I commented in the Flaviar Advent Calendar. Again, the idea of having an app to track things and look things up isn't a bad thing. Because, I mean, I write software for a living. I've been doing it since the early 80s. That's not a problem having software, having apps. They were called software in the past. They're called apps now. Anyway, I don't know. It felt like a lot of work for what I was trying to get done, which was basically enjoy whiskeys in an advent calendar. Now, that aside, oh, wait a minute. There is one more problem. The app right now, after day 24, is crashing when I try to go back and look at each day that I've already reviewed. So I can't even go back and look at the days. You know, that bug better get fixed soon because I really want to look at the notes that I put in there for each day. Right now I can't. And again, little things like that are very frustrating, and I think they put out the app way too close to the time of the Advent Calendar, and development cycles are tough. All right, now I'm done with the app. Complaints about the app are done. As far as the calendar itself, I really like the variety. I thought it could have been a little more focused on other countries besides the US. There's plenty of whiskey out there. We got Japan a few times. We got even an Indian whiskey, which the India whiskey was really good and a lovely single malt. I did love that the Scotch they put in there was Compass Box, Spice Tree by Compass Box. Very good whiskey. Compass Box, like I said, great whiskey company. The final day, day 24, they gave me an Irish whiskey that was really good also. Getting a 12-year-old whiskey is awful nice, so no complaints about that either. They finished up the calendar really well. You know, I was looking for maybe some elevated experiences that I don't often get. And I think maybe those could have been a little bit better in the Flaviar box. Maybe some aged whiskeys. There were very few age statements on these whiskeys. Let me know your thoughts. I mean, I'm having a little bit of a rant here because I think it could have been better. I don't think it was a bad case. But compared to the past 2 years, I felt like I got less this year in some way. There was variety, but there wasn't a lot of joy for me in some of these bottles. And that's a shame because I really enjoyed these calendars. I really enjoyed the process of going through Advent calendars. and I promote this calendar to my friends. So I'm hoping that if you tasted this calendar, if you are a Flaviar customer and you've enjoyed this calendar, please let me know. Maybe this is just me being bent out of shape because I didn't get the whiskeys that I wanted. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And tell me about the app. Did you enjoy using the app? I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to your comments. And I'm open to continue to do these Advent calendars every year. I don't know if Flaviar is going to be the Advent calendar I use next year. Again, if you look down below, you'll see that my wife and I have become digital nomads. We are traveling the world, sold all our stuff, put some little bit in storage, like some of my whiskeys, and we're basically without a home base at this point. So I don't know if I'm going to have a whiskey collection. What I'm going to try to do is bring you, the Whisky Riff viewers and subscribers, some different whiskeys from around the world and things that I experience. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to do my best to give you as much whiskey as I can in the countries that I'm exposed to. So if you have suggestions of places we should go or stay or experience, I'd love to hear those in the comments too. And I have still some of day 24 in a glass here, and I'm going to sign off with that. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody that's commented, that's talked to me about the Advent calendar, and everybody that's subscribed to Whisky Riffs. You're a great community. I appreciate all of you. And until next time, take care of yourself. Take care of those people around you. And cheers.